In this video, we'll use the industrial network example to look at the characteristics of current-limiting fuses as compared with ideal switch fuses. We'll focus our attention on the fuses in these two bays. Looking at a detailed substation diagram, we see that the fuses are placed in series with the outgoing circuits. Let's look first at the fuse in bay 9. On this page, we can see that current-limiting effects will not be considered for this fuse in short-circuit calculations. In the type object, we see the let-through characteristic of the fuse. On the EMT page, it's seen that the fuse will behave as an ideal switch, so again, there are no current-limiting effects to be considered. Now, if we look at the fuse in bay 5, we see that current-limiting effects are considered in the short-circuit calculations for this fuse, and the R to X ratio values are supplied. Looking at the type object, we see the same let-through characteristic. But on the EMT page, we can see that this fuse will act as a current-limiting fuse. This means that the current is very quickly reduced, and if the current is high enough to melt the fuse before the first natural peak, then the current is limited by the fuse. We'll start with study case 6A active and execute a short-circuit calculation for these two bays. Note that the current iteration method must be selected in order for the current-limiting effects to be taken into account. It can be seen that the short-circuit currents are lower for the current-limiting fuse. Let's now execute an EMT simulation for a fault in bay 9 to look at the behavior of the fuse in more detail. A three-phase short-circuit event has already been set up, so the simulation can just be executed. In this plot, it can be seen that the maximum current is about 109 kiloamps. Now let's activate study case 6B, where the same short-circuit event is set up for bay 5, so we can see how the current-limiting fuse behaves. For comparison, we can show the other results on the same plot. The impact on the currents is clearly visible.